here on the north wing and brew some solutions in the Korean Coffee because we got this young lady right here ready to brew solutions.
Rockstar in the house.
Tag the car guy.
Let's go.
Tag the car guy. And share.
Let's go. And let's get live. Everybody, we have somebody special. Let's get this thing going. Welcome to the show, Jennifer. So excited to finally have you on the Car Guy Coffee podcast. And we're doing it here at Poly Booth 7009. Hey, get over here and check it out. We're having some fun. We're getting live. Y'all ready to get live? Let's have some fun.
Make some noise real quick. Put your hands
together.
Make welcome Jennifer Suzuki.
That's right.
Excited about this.
I love it. Have a seat, my friend. Have a seat. So yeah, we're over here at the Poly Booth. Y'all heard the news. The best booth of the conference, and we're having some fun. And it's about the people, man. It is a big booth, but it's about the energy here. It's about what's going on. We're caffeinating the culture.
That's right.
And then we're doing some other stuff after 2 o'clock, right? We're having some fun. So get over here as soon as possible. We got a great lineup starting with our good friend Jennifer. Thank you for coming to the show today. How's been your experience at NADA so far?
I literally have been having the best time ever. It's good to see people. You know, you see so many people now on social media, and they be like, "Oh, like this chick over here. I see her name all the time." And I'm like, "Oh, look, there she is, a real person." So,
everywhere.
We're having so much fun.
It's so crazy. It's like we were in the digital world for so long, and now we're in the real world again. It's like, what do I do here, right?
But can I tell you my favorite part?
Yes, please.
I hit the club for the first time in so long. I was at Pakistan the other night. I was there till like 3 a.m.
Yeah. Let loose while you're in Vegas. Why
Back
not?
on, everybody. Let's get this.
But no, exactly. Getting down, having fun, letting loose. We all needed that. We all deserve that. We put some work in. For us solutionaries out there in automotive, we made a change over the last couple of years. We had to make some adjustments over the last couple of years. It's been uncomfortable, but guess what happened? We grew. We got better. We found new ways to help our clients, more transparent ways, the ways that they want to be treated. We're doing it the right way, and I know that you're leading the way in that in a lot of different categories. And we love watching you grow and watching what you're representing. What is the biggest takeaway that you think you've taken so far from the last day and a half of the show?
Day and a half? Okay. Well, you know, I think with everything that I'm doing, I've done several workshops in the last 2 days, so it's all blending together. But for me, it's all about, you know, experiences, relationships with people. It's not only the people that we see here that we get a chance to, you know, have a chat with in person. You know, we want to connect with people all the time. I want to bond with people. I want to know people. So
Yes.
It's been great getting a chance to meet people here. Every day when I'm at work, that's exactly what I'm preaching. It's like, it's about connecting with people. It's about being real. You know what I'm saying? Like, find something that can put you on a human level with people so we can be attractive in a sales role. I mean, you know, that way you're like making friends, and these are our colleagues here. You know, these are all people trying to get after it, help dealers succeed, and you know that's our common thread, right? So it's nice to chat with people and be like, "What are you all about? What do you got going? What are you doing?
What
you know,
are
like
you
how
doing?
you're doing it right now.
How you do that? That's really nice. Maybe we can
And
mix
then
that together and make a really nice blend that we can pour out for everybody. That's delicious, right?
Yeah, you
And
said
that's what it's about.
You liked getting up into the club, right? And I know some of you all had a good time maybe hitting the real clubs out here, but some of you all have been doing exactly what you're talking about, chopping it up inside a clubhouse, right? Having a conversation, mixing it up with people, but only seeing just that still face and maybe a little bit of a glow as they talk, right?
Voice.
And a voice, right? But getting in there and having those conversations, mixing it up and talking, and then you get out here and you see them in real life. And then you get out here and you share ideas. But what we love doing and on the clubhouse, I'm gonna go ahead and plug real quick for the Brewing Solutions, great news meeting, is we share great news, right? And that's what we're here to do. Ultimately, we are here on this microphone to share the great news about what's going on with great, incredible people in the industry like you. And we are watching, sister, we are watching what you are doing out there, right? And folks, she ain't new to this. She is true to this. She's been doing this for almost 2 decades, over 2 decades now, right?
Right,
Been rocking this out?
Stop it.
Yes,
That was
She's
a-
like, well, hold on a second. It feels like 2 decades.
That feels like, you know,
Feels
like,
like
you think that and everything, but it might not be.
No, it's
That's
impressive.
the
You've seen a lot. You've seen a lot.
I've seen a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
having fun during those decades
Yeah.
has been the key, right?
Yeah.
And now, as you've been doing that, you've been connecting to people. You get people pumped up, sharing ideas. Let's find out some of your great news. What's some of the great news that's going on with Jennifer Suzuki today, now, in the future, coming?
Oh.
Okay, all right. Like work stuff, or like the fact that I'm shredding the mountains in Colorado.
That's right.
I'm with my own personal hobby game with my tricks this year. I'm like doing the park.
Wow,
Yeah.
look at that. That's
so
fun.
I've been snowboarding since I was 13. I'm good. I can keep up with anything.
I believe that.
Yeah. And then now my kids are getting older, and they're like doing all the tricks and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I am gonna have to up my game. I'm gonna have to. So then I got a coach because you never could stop learning. You could be so good at your game. This is what I learned.
Yes.
You could be so good at your game. You could have been doing it for like decades, right? And then it's like you get a coach and you get somebody that just like sees something different in you, and then next thing you know, you have a new interest, a new ambition. You find new skills that you're good at. So now I'm like in the park, I'm doing tricks, jumps, and it's scary. It's so scary. First of all, it's scary to do something outside your comfort zone. It's scary to do something
that's where that fun growth
doing.
comes in.
Yeah. And then, oh my God, you're like, you feel so good. You're like, I could do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I just crushed that. And then I show off to my kids, and they're like, that's my mom. I'm like,
that's right, it is your mom. Excuse me. I love it. That's amazing. You sound so much like me when it comes to things. When I do my son's always doing something, I got to step it up and try to do it a little bit harder, right?
Yeah.
And most of the time, it turns out pretty good.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I might turn my knee the opposite direction supposed to.
You're
Unfortunately for me.
like,
But I still get up and I keep going because that's where I learn the uncomfortable zone, where I get to become better and get to see what I can or can't do. Until we try it, we can't deny it. We got to just do it, right? We got to go after it and try to be better than we were yesterday.
Agreed.
And I love that. And that's what you're doing. And that's why you find joy in that. It's beyond the fact that you're being able to shred, because it is pretty cool that you can shred on any type of alpine little pass or something, right? And be able to do these jumps and stuff, because I know how difficult that is. I skateboarded for pretty much my whole life, and being able to translate that onto snow was difficult for me. So I know how hard it is to do those tricks. So I applaud you for that. You could kick my butt out there all day long, and I'll be out there just watching you while I'm sitting there like, nice job, right?
Yeah, do it again.
I'll record you while you do it. That was nice.
Yeah.
So,
I'll be your video guy.
We'd definitely love to be on site catching that. But let's go ahead and flow this in real quick for the car guys and car gals that need to know more about what it is that you're bringing to the table and you've been bringing to the table.
All right.
And I believe that it's fusing into culture. We love talking about caffeinated culture, right? Mm-hmm. Encouraging people. And you do that. You help to highlight people, bring them up, cut away, like we were talking about, that person that sees something in there, that coach may see something you don't see, but they're cutting away from everything that's not that person, right?
Yeah.
They're cutting all of that out until that person gets revealed, right? Why is it so important that we do share that kind of an experience where we are helping people see the best inside of them and then bring that to market?
Not everybody knows what they're capable of. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
And this is why having a coach, and if there's one thing I've learned from the example I just gave you in my own career, and this is what I'm preaching to people all the time. I mean, you get uncomfortable. When you're uncomfortable and you're like, oh my God, I'm so scared of this. This is when we get to our next level. You know what I'm saying? There's so many next levels, and it's easy to just get complacent and be like, you know what? I'm making money. We're doing our thing. We're successful. And then it's like, but wait a minute. If you keep on writing this out and you don't make any adjustments based on what's changing everywhere around you, now you're not relevant. And you know what? There's going to be somebody better than you if you don't keep the axe sharpened. And that's the thing. That's the thing. So I do like to work with people because I think that everybody has an ability, a capability, and we all need coaches. I need a coach. You know what I'm saying? I'm on top of my game, but it's never perfection. All I'm trying to do is evolve, stay relevant, and stay growing. It's about a growth mindset all the time, and everybody needs leadership.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Mentorship, leadership, people that can show you the way because they've been there.
Yes.
It's scary to do it by yourself when there's so many people out there that are willing to give you advice, willing to show you the way. Companies out there that you can hire that can teach you and show you all the shortcuts. I'm not saying take the shortcuts, but don't do things that don't work, right? So figure out what doesn't work, and people out there know. Find that out. Do your own thing, be original, but yet find tools and tactics that you can find from amazing teachers out there that are using in today's world, right? I keep throwing the T's, right? I'm trying to do Leslie Lou Ramirez imitation.
So check this out. if I will support anybody. I believe in people. You know, I'm always available. I always put my number out there. I'm successful on social media. I want anybody that wants to get to their next level. I'm here for you. You know what I mean? But I like to work with general managers and leadership because who's better than them at the things that bring in the business?
Yes.
Who's better at building relationships? Who's better at handling objections? Who's better at revenue? Who's better than you? That's why you're in this role. And oftentimes it could get sidetracked a little bit because of a million initiatives, a lot of stuff going on. But people need that coach that knows how to do the things that's going to help them win.
Amen. And for the accountability, you know, I tell you, like a lot of people think accountability is a bad thing. Well, I believe the complete opposite. I believe the only reason that my podcast is successful is because I had somebody that can hold me accountable. That's my business partner and my co-host, Lou Ramirez. Without him, I wouldn't be where I'm at today in this business when it comes to our podcast, when it comes to our agency. I rely on him 100% for that. So we have each other to hold each other accountable. We have each other to help each other grow, but yet we still look for outside sources, even amongst us. We find other mentors. We find people that we can find inspiration from. People like Jennifer Suzuki, people like so many things. You don't have to do it by meeting people. You can do it by watching what they're doing and being inspired by that. And I think inspiration comes in so many different forms. And sometimes you don't even realize it. Just you see it and you're just like, man, that's cool. But that's inspiration. Use that to push you to that next level. Know that if someone else can do it, you can do it too. But you have to put action behind all your faith, right? And that's so huge. I know with you've been in this industry for, a short amount of time. We talked about it already. We didn't bring it up anymore. I've been there with you. We're right at that same number, right? We've come up in the business together in a lot of things, and we've seen 2008 when we saw that crisis happen. We've seen what's happening right now with the used car crisis. What are you telling dealers right now with the inventory shortage? What's their best tactics to be able to be successful?
Stop telling people no. Everybody keeps hearing no, we don't have the car. No, we can't get the car. No, it's gonna take time. It's gonna be months. It's gonna be weeks. Whatever. No, people are tired of hearing no. I want to be the yes person. I want to be the person who provides options to people. So I'll give you a quick example. So we get a lot of phone calls now because it's not like nobody doesn't know what's going on. All customers know what the frick is going on right now. Okay. So they're more likely to hit you up on the phone than just to show up in your showroom, right? So you're right. Save time, right? Who doesn't want to do that? So they're gonna call you up. It's gonna be all your customers, and they're gonna be like, "Do you have boom, boom, boom in this color, in this trim?" And our sales teams are so conditioned because we don't have these conversations. Like, this is the real shit that's going on right now. We don't have a process for it. You know what I'm saying? Then we're just going to keep shutting it down, pushing them away. I got options. And here's the thing. Pre-pandemic, they were all squirrels. What, you think something changed? I have ADD too. I mean, you don't think I'm going to change my mind? Show me something. Show me something. Okay. So all right. They hit you up on the phone. They're like, I want them to... Okay, instead of me being like, oh, you know what's going on? No, we can't get it. 3 weeks in transit. Blah, blah. No, I got access to everything. Tell me about your research and let me find all the matches for you. I'm going to share all the options with you. I'm going to set you a reservation to come in. I'm going to give you a personalized, meeting. I'm going to have everything set up for you so you don't waste your time. I'm going to show you every single options. And then we've got to find something that works for you. I'm part of a group. We got the largest inventory here. Most customers that come in, they didn't even know they were looking for these options. But this is what I do for a living. You got to trust in me. I'm gonna hook it up. Okay, rewind. Here's the thing: is that we have to look at our business as a growth opportunity. If you're not listening to the calls, and that's where everybody's at, fault number one. Then I start listening to calls, and I'm like, why are you shutting everybody down? Why are you pushing them away? Yeah. Now you change the process. No perfect process. You keep evolving it. You keep watching just watch for the opportunities. They're right there, but you got to make a little bit of effort, and then you got to be. Then again, going back to what you asked me earlier, who's the coach? Who's the coach?
Right.
Who's winning this championship?
Amen. Who is the coach, right? And it's important that we know who that is, and we have somebody there that is willing to do it. And I'll tell you, coaching, being a leader, it takes extremely good talent, right? You have to be really good at it. Not everyone's going to be a leader, and it's okay. Some of us are going to be career people on the floor selling cars. Some of us are going to be career, whatever that position we have. Doesn't mean you have to be a leader, but be a leader in yourself. Do things that make you uncomfortable. Try to be better. Try to be a leader. You'd be surprised, but it's okay if you're not one that likes to take care of a lot of people. You like to make sure you're okay, and that's fine. But I tell you, what I find fulfillment in is being a leader and helping people. And I lead in so many different ways. It doesn't have to be at the job. I could be a salesperson on the floor. I could still be a leader. I could be the guy who picks up the trash that I see walking around that's in the showroom. I could be the guy that helps open doors for customers that are walking in. My buddy who's trying to sell a vehicle, I can go out there and move the one that's in the way for him. That's being a leader. There's so many different ways. But being a coach and being that person that shows people by example, they go the way with them. They let them know, hey, this is how we can do it. They don't just tell somebody, like, hey, go do that. They say, hey, let me show you how to do that. And then until you get it right. And once I see you're able to do that, then at that point, I'm going to let you go out and do it yourself. I mean, not because we don't want to be allowing people to grow, but because we want them to grow. Accountability is so key in growth, but it's love. Love is accountability. Accountability is love. So you have to be that way.
Hashtag
That love, right? That love. Absolutely. But fusing those things together, right? So making sure that we are giving the right instructions, making sure that we are applying the right love, but at the same time, we got to make sure that we're enjoying what we're doing, right? We're pulling that out of the people that we're dealing with, is that the joy of doing what it is that we do and why they're doing it. Why is it so important that you get that fused into the people that you're dealing with and that you're working with and that you're leading? Because we all need a coach, right?
Yeah.
All of us. It doesn't matter what level of leadership you're at, you need a coach. And if you're going to be a good coach, you better find yourself a good coach.
If you're going to win the championship,
Yeah.
You gotta have
any sports team, it's not like they have one coach, right?
team of coaches.
Yeah, they got a team of coaches that all are skilled at one particular thing. And in the store, we got a lot of coaches that are all skilled with different skill sets. And we bring them all together, and we start practicing, and we start running the plays, watching the plays. It's just like a championship sports team.
Exactly.
You change the play at the drop of a dime because your coach is watching out for you, and they're like, yo, we got to make that change.
Boom. That's 100% right. Obviously, you know what you're
victory,
talking
right?
about over here. I love it.
Who gets the victory inside of all that, folks?
That's right.
The customer.
That's all we're talking about here.
All of us, right? All of us get the victory inside of that. And that's a championship win for us all. But we have to have the right coaches.
That's
I
right.
love that. Absolutely love that. Now, let's see. So the incredible people that are running all over the place and trying to find a way to consistently get better, how do they get a hold of you? How do they get a hold of you and what it is that you're doing and plug in to some of the amazing things that you're bringing to automotive now?
Well, you know, the best thing to do, I guess, I'll give you my number. You didn't even have to ask.
Get them digits.
Get them digits.
Are you ready for the digits? Okay, then don't creep up on me. This is my personal cell phone. Only call me if you really
business.
get help,
Business
okay?
and growth, my
All
friends.
right, no creepers, all right? It's 954-873-8029. And that is the best way to reach me today. And I do love a text. That way I got a heads up. I'm always in classes. I can step away. I can help somebody. So there you go. And of course, our website's edealersolutions.com. And you can always follow us on social too.
edealersolutions.com. Go follow them on social. We got Brian Benstock over here recording us. Come on now. This is NADA. Any moment, anybody can walk by and it just blow your mind, right? We got some superstars everywhere. And we appreciate everyone who is at NADA, because if you're here and you're learning, you are a superstar, you are a solutionary, and you're doing amazing things for this industry. So keep making changes here and keep doing big things, like our good friend Jennifer Suzuki over here, killing the game, bringing that positivity. Thank you for dancing with us earlier. We had a lot of fun with you. What a great way to start the day for us with you.
Can you get Brian to do that?
I'm gonna try. We'll see. I know Brian. We'll go run 5 miles. We'll let that go all day. He's all
We got to
about it.
put somebody running backwards with us on the camera, and we can get the whole interview and work on that.
Yeah, and we'll be out of breath and this will be like, all right, we
No,
got
it's like,
5
oh,
more.
good, guys.
All right.
What's wrong with y'all?
But no, great show today. We appreciate you for being here. Is there any last words you want to say to everybody or anybody?
No, thanks for inviting me. You know, I appreciate this. I always believe in paying it forward. Look there to be there to support other people, and I love what you're doing. And I thank you guys for putting your time into stuff like this, because I know what it's like. I got a podcast too, and it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Lots of work. Lots of work. And we honor that.
Alright.
But this is what we're loving about where it is that we are right now. Not only are we now at the official best booth inside of NADA
Best booth
2022, right?
NADA.
But the things that are being celebrated here is that they're going through a name change, right? Poly is now
That's
making things happen, and they
Poly.
unify so many great solutionaries.
Man, this
They
place
brought
has been busy the
so
whole
many
time.
great voices to this stage, including you and the incredible people that have already spoke, those that are getting ready to speak. But there's solutions for so many of the dealers that are out there. What word of encouragement would you give them about the future of automotive industry right now?
What's up?
Better start getting hip to how you approach your service business.
Ooh.
I'll
You
leave
might
it at
wanna-
that. I'll let you sit on that.
Put
That's
that in your
right.
cup
and sip on it.
it.
That's right,
Okay.
man. We've been brewing solutions all morning long, and we're not going to stop. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Heck yeah.
We had the one,
the only Jennifer Suzuki. Car
Yo.
guys and car gals, I'm Lou Ramirez, the car
And
guy.
I'm Fred Lenartz, the subprime hero.
And you've been brewing solutions on the Car Guy
That's
Coffee
right.
Podcast at NADA 2022. Get you some. We are over at the Poly booth, the #1 booth inside of
That's
NADA. What? And we're
All
here
right.
with this incredible sister. Go ahead and wave to him. Go say goodbye to the camera. We love you all.
Forget
Goodbye.
Focus Fly, get out
Oh
of here.
yeah, we got to make sure that we forget
Forget
Focus Fly.
Focus
What is
Fly.
wrong?
Don't forget that. Almost.
What is wrong with me?
I don't know. All right, on the count of three. You don't forgive. So you're gonna wipe it off your shoulders like this, and then you're gonna go to focus, and then you're gonna fly. Right? We're gonna do it on a count of three.
Okay.
All right,
And
on
we're
the count of
going to
three.
make sure that we do forget Focus Fly. We wipe off the weight of unforgiveness. We focus on where it is that we want to go, the mission that we want to accomplish, the people that we want to help, and then we stretch out in faith and we fly so we can keep growing, okay? Car guys, car gals, help us out real quick.
All right.
Hands on the shoulders, one
go.
time, on three. 1, 2, 3, forgive. Focus. Fly.
And keep growing. Keep growing. That's right.
Thank
We'll
you
see
so
y'all
much.
soon. We got
We'll see you
Brian
later.
Benstock
Brian
next.
Benstock
Don't miss
on
that, y'all.
stage.
See ya.